Hello and welcome to another fantastic episode of the 314 podcast.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I feel like we do these every Tuesday now, so we may as well just start saying like "see you next Tuesday."
Well, I feel like oh my god. I feel like we've only been doing it like twice in a row though.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's
Yeah,
not
but I
even.
feel like
Yeah,
now
I
that we've
guess.
got our schedules worked out, like I feel like
Yes, we
it's
do.
a lot easier to coordinate around.
It
Like I can
is.
dedicate an actual hour. Yeah, like
So
at 6 o'clock, I have to do this.
right. That's kind of how I have it down as well.
Yeah. Because like Tuesdays are my off days, and I'm not doing anything typically around 6 o'clock besides getting ready to watch the hockey game if
Yep.
there is one.
Okay. So I feel like I'm just gonna continue right off where we. I'm gonna continue where we left off from the last one.
Well, I did want to bring up because we kind of like talk about Star Wars the last couple of podcasts. I did want to bring up something new that I found out. Not super exciting, but apparently they're starting like this group collective in Disney to like write stories about the Old Republic, but they're calling it the High Republic now, and it's like 200 years before episode one or like any of the major
Oh
events of the
damn.
Skywalker saga. Yeah, but it's like all novels and comic books, which I haven't really been into so far. But like if they could bring some of the movies based around that, like I'd be on board with it.
Right. That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was cool. Like some of the concepts I read about and the general idea they're going with for like the premise of what's going to happen was very very interesting. Like I saw a Wookiee Jedi. I saw there's like this race of like space Vikings that are like invading the galaxy. Um, yeah, I don't know, cool stuff like that. But it's an interesting start because I know there was the Legends thing, like all those old books from like decades and decades ago just got like scrapped, and everybody's like, well, what the hell is the canon now? Then
Yeah,
you
there's
know, and,
so much that they can do with that universe. Like, I'm honestly surprised that there haven't been more Star Wars based TV shows besides like the cartoon ones. I feel like
right, and like we've got the Mandalorian now.
but there are so many stories untold, and I'm just so surprised that they haven't dug deep into any of that. Like you have,
Yeah,
like you
if
said,
I
all
had to
these.
guess,
Yeah,
yeah, the next period they're probably going to pick up on is like the Old Republic and like all that stuff.
right.
Yeah, go ahead and continue off where you were wanting to go.
So I was okay. So we left off last time about going to like our college years, which we kind of talked about like in the first podcast we did like a year ago.
Yeah,
But I don't think we actually really ever told like the stories within college. I feel like every time we talked about it, we said we would bring it up next time, but we never did.
yeah,
So now it's kind of
it's gonna take a lot of remembering. Like there's a lot of alcoholism back there, and
so I
a lot
only have like
of
I in college I went to a private college, so there really wasn't anything crazy happening. But
right.
I guess after high school, there were 3 moments where like I have never been more fucked up in my life. Like I've only been effed up probably
Uh-huh.
3 times in my life, but these times seem to be very drastic, and I'm pretty sure one of them was for sure with you.
Yeah, I
So
just didn't know
congratulations.
what you wanted to talk about because we had a decent amount of the times we had a decent amount of stories. Yeah,
Yeah, we did. So
but yeah, go ahead.
okay, so my first one, and you can talk about your first one. When did
Yeah.
your first fucked up moment happen? Like, was it after high school? I'm sure it was during high school.
Honestly, like, are you talking just like alcohol or like anything else?
Just all out craziness.
For like all out wildness, there's one moment that sticks out particularly in my mind, like from the first time I ever got drunk, and like it's why I can't drink like really whiskey anymore, especially Jack, like plain old Jack. And I know you like bourbon like that, and so does your dad.
Right.
But your dad's more of a Jameson guy, isn't he?
Not really like not specifically Jameson. He's a whiskey drinker
Um,
on
hmm,
occasions, like during the holidays and all that kind of fun stuff.
mhm.
He prefers a nice whiskey.
Yeah, definitely. For me in particular, um, there was this time in high school where I was hanging out with my old group of friends. We went over to somebody's house or somebody's sister's apartment. We were all underage. And it was only like my first or second week at this telemarketing job, the Pisa Group. And it was like they sold newspapers over the phone or something. It was a
How
bad.
before we even get into that, how did that job go? That seems stressful.
I mean, it kind of I'll kind of get into that after this.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I had a coworker pick me up a fifth of Jack, and um, trying to think here. Yeah, so we went over to their house, and I didn't know you were supposed to drink slow, right?
Oh God.
So I ended up drinking like 3/4 of the fifth to myself in like under 30 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm sitting on the couch just chilling. This is my first time drinking alcohol, and like I'm pretty sure there's a photo out there of me somewhere from one of our high school groups, like of me curled up around the toilet puking.
Right,
But I
probably.
ended up, yeah, I passed out for a decent amount of time, and then like when I woke up, I'm like on this toilet. I'm like, where the hell have I been this whole time? And I woke back up, and yeah, I had like a 15 minutes drive back home, and then like I had to be at work in 2 hours, so I slept like 2 hours. Woke up, went to work, and I got fired the same day of my
Jesus
first
Christ.
hangover.
Like, is it because of like your performance because of how effed up you were?
No, it honestly wasn't even that because I was killing it that day somehow. I don't know why. But like telemarketing newspapers of all things is a pretty tough thing to do in general.
I can't even imagine trying to do that at all. Like,
Right. It's tough, especially in an era like I mean
was it just like
this is
all
like
newspapers, or was it certain kind of
it was like
newspapers?
different states. So like there was different newspapers for different states. Like we do like the Florida like there was a certain team that did like even like the Post Dispatch and stuff like that for us.
Right.
Yeah, and like yeah, it's just like oh man, like it was a tough gig because like you're trying to sell to people and like nobody wants to buy the newspaper. Like I had people yell at me, cuss at me, all the high 9 yards, and I just
Like,
wasn't doing too well because it was like my first sales gig, And then like I come in on the day of my first hangover, and like I had 5 sales in like the first hour, and
damn.
I'm knocking it out of the park. And then I went to puke and threw up in the work toilet, and like that whole day was just horrible because like my first hangover, and
Right.
like and I'm only like maybe 17 at the time. And yes, then my boss pulls me into his office. He's like, "Hey, it's not gonna work out." And I'm like, "Oh, why not?" And he goes, "You just haven't been performing." And I'm like, "But I'm doing good today." He's like, "Yeah, but it's just today." And like, I don't know. And I went to shake his hand and thank him for the opportunity, and he said, "Like, no, you're good. You can go." And I was like, "Oh, that's a low blow."
Damn, that's really
And I
shitty.
left. And I left and I called my mom and I was all crying and shit. And I'm just like, I'm hungover and I lost my job. And like,
So I wonder
she's
though,
like, just
like
come home.
being that like your first time being drunk, like do you think that he could like smell the booze or no? Like,
There's no way. I mean, like, because like I showered and everything before I came in,
right.
like I didn't shower or anything. And then like I brushed my teeth and like all that. But like, I mean, there was no way you could really tell I was hungover,
Yeah,
like,
you just felt
I
like
mean,
shit
I
basically.
felt like, yeah, besides me feeling like crap, but like even then, like I've always been pretty good at covering up my hangovers. Like,
Right.
but yeah, that
Uh
was my first time. And then like there's been plenty of times in college where I was like absolutely blitzed. Like I would drink like the shittiest vodka because like we were all broke.
of
So we would
course.
buy like bottom of the barrel handles of vodka. I mean like Burnett's and like Burnett's is bad. I will never drink Burnett's again as long as I live.
I've never even heard of
Especially
that.
the cherry kind. The cherry kind is the hair of the dog. It's the worst. Like blue raspberry is pretty bad too, especially when it comes back up. But like we mainly just drank the regular plain vodka, and like we would buy like Gatorades with our meal plans and drink those with it. And yeah, it was not good. And there were so many nights and like so many different brands we tried, and like so many of them went out of business, probably because they were so bad and like performing so low, like Skull, Sterling. So we had this funny conspiracy theory. So like Sterling was our regular brand. It was just like a handle of cheap vodka. You could buy it for like $10. And we had this conspiracy because like one day they stopped selling Sterling. And we're like, huh, I wonder where it all went. And like a couple months later, this bottle comes out and it's called Bertlings. And it looks
Bertling?
exactly, yeah, Bertlings, like Bertlings. and it looked exactly like Sterling, but it was just a different name. So we had a feeling that like the CEO sold Sterling to that company, and they're like, "Hey, what can we make it sound like Sterling, but like not copy off the name? That sounds similar like Bertlings." It's just like the shitty knockoff of already Sterling.
Jesus
Uh,
Christ.
yeah, there was that. There was oh god, dude, Country Club. Country Club's a bad one.
And that's a vodka?
Yeah, Country Club's a vodka. It's really nasty.
It sounds like it.
And you did?
No, I said it sounds like it.
Oh yeah,
It
it's bad.
sounds
And then
like it
like
would be bad.
Aristocrats is really bad. And Congress is another bad one.
Like,
Uh, huh?
I'm sure at one point in time you guys had or more expensive alcohol than others. Could you tell the hangover difference?
Yeah, definitely. Because like vodka has a certain kind of hangover. I feel like compared to other alcohols, because it's all grain. You know,
Right.
it's like grain alcohol. And it's made from like potatoes and stuff. Yeah, it's way harsher than the others. And like or like rum, for example, right? Like rum has a lot of sugar in it,
Mm-hmm.
and sugar obviously dehydrates you. So like if you drink a ton of rum and you get hungover, it like makes you sick
Yeah, you get a
easier. And
headache
like not
and
only that, but like the hangover the next day is really like it's more painful, I feel like, to me personally, because like there's a lot of sugar in there and I guess it dehydrates you and all that. And
right.
if I had to guess, that's why. That's one thing. And then whiskey is just a whole nother ballgame. I don't really mess with too many whiskeys because of that one night. Um, but like whenever we did have good alcohol, there were plenty of times. I mean, like there was this one time for a Halloween party, right? It was at my friend's double wide trailer on his uncle's property, and it was nice. Like it was right revamped out, had Wi-Fi and stuff on the inside. But
Right.
he just let his nephew do whatever we wanted in there, and we had $20 all you can drink, and like we made, and there was a lot of people there, so like we made like jungle juice and like Baja Blast margaritas,
Sounds
which were actually pretty
delicious.
good, huh?
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, it was really good actually. And then because I don't like tequila generally to begin with, but this was really good. Just like all kinds of beers and things like that, and things of the like. We had Captain 100 proof, which is what my friend particularly liked to drink the most. And Captain 100 proof is rough. Like I like rum now, like a lot, but not anything that's like cheap like Captain or anything. You know, the private
Right.
stock is pretty good, but anything else is pretty poorly made. To me personally, though. So yeah, so it was like a dress up party. So like I dressed up as the dude from The Big
The
Lebowski.
dude. I yeah, I can't drink vodka anymore because of that same kind of thing. Like vodka was the first thing I ever really drank besides like, a sip of my dad's beer every now and then like as a teenager or whatever.
Mhm.
But it was me and my cousin. He came over. I think I was like 18 or 19, so he was
Uh-huh.
16 or 15. And like we just sat down on my couch, which I mean, you remember my bedroom was in my basement. So when you walk in, the left
Yes.
side was the couch, a TV on the wall, and then on the right hand side was my bed and like a smaller TV. So we just sat on the
Yeah.
couch, watched Family Guy, and just kept taking shot after shot after shot of vodka. And
Uh-huh.
all of a sudden, just it hit me. I don't
Yeah.
like at some point. I don't remember anything. We had I had the worst part was I had work the next day, and I was like at
Yeah.
7 a.m. and all night until probably 4 a.m. I was puking. I couldn't stand. I didn't know what the hell was going on because of how drunk I was. And the worst
Yeah.
part about it is that night for dinner we had like Chinese food, and the day after that at work we got free lunches on Saturdays. What we had for lunch that day was Chinese food. So it was
So did you
awful.
like puke the Chinese food up or?
I For dinner I did, but then we had it again for lunch. I didn't eat. I felt way too
I
sick.
wouldn't hate it the next
No,
day.
no,
I'm
no,
like,
no,
that's
no,
already come up once. It's not gonna do it again.
no.
But it's
Uh,
weird because like isn't Chinese food like or like Asian food like your favorite food?
oh, it's yeah, delicious. Now I kind of have grown away from like takeout Chinese food to like actual like Chinese or like Asian type of restaurants.
Yeah, like where you actually sit in and dine in.
Oh, do you remember that? me and Lena went back and we wanted to invite you. Like it just popped into our head to invite you again. The ramen place.
Oh my god, I've
That
been
was
wanting to
so
go back
good.
for
Yeah.
so long.
We like I think it was probably like 2 months ago. We went and ate there, and I was like, "Fuck, we should have invited Matt." Like I didn't even think about
Dude,
it
I
until
love
we
that
got there.
place. Seriously,
Uh,
too.
what you got was it's kind of like my new go-to, the spicy ramen,
Yeah, the cow
like like
soy.
like
Yeah, I
the
love
curry
that
one.
stuff.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah, didn't you say they like changed it up a little bit too, and like it's a lot better now too?
Yeah, so now what you do is you actually go in, you order first,
Uh
and
huh.
then you go sit down and they bring the food to you. It seems to be a lot quicker that way, a lot more
Cool. Okay.
organized. Yeah, and they have a lot like I
Yeah.
don't I can't remember exactly how many food items they had when we went, but it has expanded greatly.
That's dope. Yeah, because I remember they had that gyoza stuff too, like those dumplings that are like,
Yeah, so
ooh,
good.
those are so good.
What
I forgot
it's
to tell you, there's another place called Corner 17 that I started to go to in the Loop. That's a really good. It's like Chinese, but like it's sit down Chinese.
right,
But like you can tell it's like authentically made because it takes a while to get to you, and
right,
they also have all those like weird teas and stuff. You know?
right.
Yeah.
Do you have like a go-to Chinese slash Asian food place that you go to, restaurant or whatever?
Um. Well, like yeah. So like, there's that one place that I used to always go to by my house. Not even by my house. Like it's over by like where 141 and Jeffco meet.
Yeah.
You know the one over by like that Mexican restaurant in the gym.
I'm trying. Do you know what it's called?
I want to say it's like China King. It's just some cheap takeout place, but like I started going there a lot when I was younger. But then when I started going to Corner 17, like if I had the extra money, like I would rather go to Corner 17 any day of the week
Right.
over over China King.
Yeah.
But then
Uh,
also like ramen tay and stuff. But
oh,
like
it's so good.
I also like this place called Blue Ocean in the Loop. It's a sushi place, and you can get like all you can eat sushi, but it's like one of those like where the sushi's like really high quality. So
Right.
whatever you don't eat, you can't take home, and like they charge you for it.
That's. I think. I feel like I've heard of that place before, and I'm glad that you said that because I'm always skeptical about like all you can eat sushi.
Yeah,
But
yeah, and like it's like quality is the thing. Like you can
yeah.
tell it's mom made. And another place I like down there is well no, I'll tell you one thing I've been wanting to try a lot lately is like Korean barbecue. Have you
Oh,
heard of that?
yeah. Me and Lena went to a Korean barbecue place once. It was pretty good.
What'd you think? Like what'd you get?
So, like, I just got the normal. It's like beef or whatever, like pork barbecue,
Yeah, it's
Korean
like
barbecue.
they call it like bulgogi. I don't know what that means though.
Like, it's. I don't remember exactly what all that crap means. The only thing that, like, I don't think it's, and I may have just like I've only been there once, so I haven't been able to try a bunch of things.
Hmm.
But from my first experience going, it's kind of an overhype. So they give you like 15 or 16 bowls of a bunch of shit to mix with it, but it's all like weird vegetables and like kimchi and stuff like that that I
Yeah.
don't really like. So I didn't touch any of it. So I basically just had like plain barbecue pork, which
Yeah.
is kind of like eh. I think I think what makes Korean barbecue what it is because of all of those extra things you can add with it.
Yeah. Which you
And
didn't really mess too much with, so it's like,
no, it
eh.
was like, I mean, it was stuff that I've never seen before in my life, and I've been to a shitload of restaurants. Like, I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know what the hell this is.
Did you do the one where like you can cook it at the table?
Not. Oh wait, no. Yeah, so I didn't do that, but the people next to us had like the little
Spit
cooktop where they
thing?
can cook it themselves and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard that's what you mainly go for just for the experience
Yeah, I
of
should have
doing that.
tried that. But the place we went to, maybe that's why it also wasn't that crazy. It
Hmm.
looked like just a normal like lunch restaurant. It wasn't anything
Yeah.
crazy, so maybe that's why. Like it was just a basic table and
There's
cheese
that
type of
one
restaurant.
Chinese place over by in Fenton. You know where like the GameStop and stuff is in that grocery store up there?
Uh who won?
Yeah, that place is pretty good.
Yeah, that place is good too. But then there's the sushi place connected to Ramen Thai. Have you ate there?
See, that's the thing is like I'm not too big of a fan of sushi, but like whenever I went with somebody to the Blue Ocean one, um, I had like the spicy beef ramen there, and that
Ooh,
was really good.
I
But
love spicy
yeah,
beef ramen.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, except the onions kind of mess with my stomach, but
I'm
what
not
do
a
you
yeah,
do?
I'm not really a big onion guy either.
Like I used to be. It depends on what it is. Like onion rings, it just depends. Like they got to be cooked really well,
Right.
like
I guess like I really before meeting Lena, I really didn't have a variety of food places that I went to go eat. Like, but then meeting her,
yeah.
like you go to a bunch of different places and a bunch of new restaurants
Have
to
you guys been
try.
to Shake Shack yet?
Yes, I have been 3 or 4 times, and I that is, in my opinion, the best burger that I've ever had in my life.
Really?
Have you had it before?
No, I haven't
Oh
actually.
my god! So like it's just super high quality meat, and it's kind of
Uh-huh.
everything else that comes with it. You got the delicious like the crinkle cut fries with cheese. You got the delicious shakes.
Yeah.
It'll put you into
See,
a
that's
cardiac arrest, but
right.
it's
So like my problem
incredible.
with crinkle cut fries is like it's hit or miss for me. Like you can either do them really well and they're good. Like there was this place. Oh my god, dude! This place in Cape where I went to school called Burritoville, and they had like these things called dirty fries that you could get, and they were like loaded with like queso. I got ghost pepper cheese on them,
Mm.
bacon, and all that. Or you could get a dirty fried burrito, which had bacon, the crinkle cut fries, queso, and like I always added ghost pepper cheese and stuff. And it was so good. And they started serving like beer in there and stuff too. And like they had all these lunch specials for students. It was great. And it was right down the street from my apartment too. It was
That sounds
amazing.
incredible.
Yeah, and it was like one of those small places that like it's like just run by a bunch of like kids, you know what I
Like a
mean?
hole
So
in the
it's
wall
like
kind of place.
yeah, it's a hole in the wall kind of place. Yeah, it was great. Oh my god, one of the
The
best like American Mexican places I would ever eat at. And
damn.
like those crinkle cut fries are done right. Like when
I
you go to
don't.
White Castle, like White Castle fries, like the crinkle cut fries suck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Like,
agree.
yeah, and like so do
Although,
Culver's. Like Culver's suck too, and like
as much as bad as a rep White Castle gets for its food, they actually have a bomb ass breakfast.
I have actually never had it, and the reason why is because I've been turned off to go to it because of how their food is, like their
Like,
lunch food.
oh, I
Like the
completely agree.
sliders.
Anything besides breakfast, and maybe like their chicken rings because those aren't that bad actually, but
Yeah.
just this is like no offense to anyone, but like White Castles are always just disgusting and gross and dirty, and
Yeah.
which is a
I
huge
don't think
turnoff
anybody
for
would
me.
take offense to that. I think they would
I just
agree,
want like people that I don't know,
honestly.
people that work there or whatever else. I don't know. There really
Yeah,
aren't
I mean
that many
that's
around anymore, actually. If you notice that. Same with Jack in the
there's one
Box.
by
Like,
me. There's one by me. You know where mine is. The one up by my street.
yeah, yeah,
Um, there's that one. I think there's one in South County, and like honestly, you're kind of right. Like I can't really think of too many. There's that one in High Ridge too.
yeah. Um,
Have you ever been to Twisted Ranch yet?
I have been there once or twice.
Did you like it?
I I remember it being delicious.
See, like that's the thing. Like I'm not really a big ranch guy to begin with, but when I tried all that, oh my god! Like
What got me into ranch was Sonic's buttermilk ranch.
I've only eaten at Sonic, like actually had their food. Like I've had their drinks and like ice creams before, like a bunch of times, but I've only had their actual food like maybe once or twice.
I don't really care for it that much, to be honest.
It's
Like,
not that great. You know what we
like
should do next? You know what's popular right now that we should do next episode? We should do a fast food rating review.
I am totally down for that.
I'm down for that.
Do you know what yours are in mind? Like what you have in
Huh?
mind? Do you know like what yours are already? Like
I kind of
any
have like like if we talked about them, like if we could debate it a little bit, like I'd be willing to settle on certain rankings. So
I feel
like,
like I mean we can do that now. We already got into this
yeah,
food thing.
we may as
I feel
well.
like we drifted completely out what we were gonna talk about, and then just started talking
Yeah,
about food. And
yeah, start talking about
the way that the food got brought up is me saying that I threw up Chinese food.
literally.
That's
You know
how
what we
we.
can start with though? Is like I feel like we would need to have like a graph or something and like a list. You know what I mean of all the fast food restaurants, like the major ones.
We didn't even
Literally,
we
like
didn't
there's
even
dead air
plan
for a
this.
few seconds there. We transition the episode premise into a fast food tier review.
We have no
um,
idea what we're doing, but it's fantastic.
yeah, so it's like I feel like the ones you would obviously include would be like McDonald's, Are we doing just breakfast? Or are we doing lunch
All,
too, or like are we just doing
all
the
of it.
whole
All of it.
picture? Okay,
We're actually kind of
and
late
then
on this train. I feel like this has been done 1,000 times at this point, but
yeah, it's been done a lot for sure, but
I
like
really don't care
I
though.
don't know.
I don't really. I mean,
I was gonna ask you though, because we can kind of get into that. Um, what I was gonna say was, what's your favorite drink? Like, what's your favorite alcoholic drink?
uh,
We'll do it in threes. We'll do cocktail. We'll do liquor, like just straight liquor, and then we'll do like a shot, like if you do a shot or like a straight liquor, and then beer.
all right. Well then, let's. Okay, so for beer, I honestly like. I love Dos Equis.
Really?
It's just like a good beer that's good with almost any kind of food.
Yeah.
It's light. It's delicious. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just one of my like I can't really say like my top beer of all time just because there's so many, but I would say that's in my top
Yeah.
three. Like
Okay.
a beer that I can
Do
drink
you
in
like
any situation.
the Dos Equis Amber one, or do you like just the regular Dos
I just like
Equis?
the regular.
Yeah, I like the regular one too a lot. I totally forgot about that beer honestly until you had said something. I was like,
Yeah.
man, because like Corona is like the shitty version of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
no, I agree. I don't really mind like I don't really mind
and
Corona
I don't
either.
even mind Corona
If
either.
I'm on
Yeah,
a
that I'm just
beach,
saying like Dos Equis. Yeah, like Dos Equis, just like it has that good feel to it. You know, when
it
you're
does.
finishing it.
Um,
Um,
and
for me,
yeah, go ahead.
my beer is like for me my go-to like typically like if I'm gonna go and I'm gonna pick up a beer like for like pleasureful drinking because like my regular beer that I'll order like when I go to a bar or something like that, it used to be Budweiser, and I think you know that too. Like it used to be a regular, just plain old Budweiser guy, but then like after drinking it for so many years and just getting like burnt out on it, I'm like, man, like this is just too much. Like, so I started getting Miller Lite or Coors Light.
Yeah.
That's just like my regular beers, but like a Blue Moon or like Blue Moon is just like one of those beers where like I can just sit back and enjoy it and like just not I don't know, it has that good citrusy feel. It's a wheat beer. And then another one that I've kind of been trying the wall kind of beer is that Dogfish Head Sequence Ale.
I've heard
It's
of
like
that stuff.
yeah, I actually discovered it at Mission Taco. Somebody recommended it to me and I tried it and it was like it's sour lime, which sounds kind of gross, but I don't know. A lot of people don't like it, but I like it a lot personally.
Right.
What's your typical shot that you do, or like straight liquor?
Um, as far as straight liquor, like I mean, really, like any, I don't know, any. The only shots that I really do are just like, oh my god, what's the one where you put the it's like with Red Bull? Is it
Are you talking about a Vegas bomb?
a Vegas bomb? Those are delicious.
Yeah, those are always good. But
Yeah,
that's more of
those.
like a bomb, but I'll take that for an answer.
Okay,
For me, it's Fireball
that's a good one too,
typically.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I like taking shots of Fireball, like if it's just a regular shot, or Rumple Mints is another one I really like, but it's really strong, and a lot of people think it's nasty, and I'm sure I'll catch a lot of shit for that too. There's that. There's there's one other one I'm thinking of too, and then yeah, like Vegas bombs, kind of like Vegas bombs too.
Right.
Um, as for like what cocktails do you like? Like what's your typical
I
go
just
to
like
like
a good
cocktail
old
or
like
something?
Manhattan, old fashioned.
Manhattan's like the martinis thing. I mean, I'm not too familiar with it.
Yeah, that's basically all it is. I mean,
Aren't you a classy bitch? Drink one of those, I'll have to take you home.
mm.
uh,
So like
what's an old fashioned though? I feel like I've heard of it all the time, but I just haven't had one.
so an old fashioned, it's really just it's like bourbon or some type of rye or whiskey, and then
Uh
like two dashes of bitters, a sugar
huh.
cube, and then you can sometimes you can like have like some splashes of like plain water.
Uh huh.
And then it's served
So
with
it's
like
more of
a
like a dry drink, or
kind of, yeah. I mean, it's served with it's served like with a like an orange peel.
okay.
It's
Is it more dry or is it more like flavorful or what do you think?
uh, I guess it's kind of just whatever kind of bourbon you put in it or whiskey that you put in it.
Yeah, because when I
But
think of rye, I think of this like really nasty, like dry shit that hillbillies drink, you know?
which I usually take it with bourbon,
That's fair.
and like you'll put like a
For me,
cherry in some of them. But
yeah, for me personally, I'm pretty much a good old classic rum and coke kind of guy,
I love that also.
traditionally.
Although I prefer Jack over rum.
Yeah, but I just personally love like spiced rum because like that's the cool thing about spiced rum is like you can get some really good quality rum for like super cheap compared to what you would get like super like you could get that same quality out of a whiskey, but you're gonna pay much more.
Right.
You know what I mean? So whereas like a good 12-year bottle of could cost me like $40 and it's like an exclusive brand, super nice, fancy and stuff. That same quality could cost me like up in the hundreds for a whiskey. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I'm not saying that just to be cheap, but just like I love the flavor of rum personally. Like that's just what I like. Um that and I'll tell you what I really like is like amaretto and stone sours. Those are delicious.
Those are
Like
good as well.
yeah, like a stone sour I feel like is more of a brunch drink, like because it's got the orange juice in it and stuff, you know.
Right.
But yeah, those are my top 3 drinks. For kind of a context, we were like, "Hey, let's talk about this fast food tier list because I want to do this." And I was like, "Okay, let's do it." So it took a couple minutes here to build a list of like all the areas that have fast food around here. And one of the qualifiers for fast food was like, "Hey, it has a drive-through," which is kind of the premise of fast food. And if it's not necessarily a drive-through here, they do have drive-throughs in other places. But we didn't do anywhere like pizza or like
Disgusting seafood, fast food.
fast food seafood. Because like I don't know if you know what Long John Silver's like Captain D's is, but I will never go to that place. I just it
Well,
doesn't seem right.
and places that are not just local either.
Right?
Because
Yeah, just places that aren't local.
there was Lion's Choice that we had to take out.
Yeah, yeah, because that's only available here, right? Well, at least we think it is.
I'm
But
pretty sure. I don't even know.
either way,
Okay.
let's jump right in
All right.
and list me the first one, and we'll debate the
All right.
topic.
I'll do Subway first.
Huh?
I'll do Subway first. Like so,
Okay.
I personally, I hate sandwich places. Besides, uh, oh my god, we didn't even name it. It's like a top tier sandwich place. It's not Jimmy John's. It's not Subway.
McAllister's?
Not McAllister's. Penn Station.
Oh yeah, Penn
I
Station, but they don't have a drive-through though.
No, that's not included in the list, but that's about as much of a sandwich that I will go and purchase. I don't like sandwich places. I don't know. I just don't for some reason because for the most part they all taste the goddamn same.
I gotcha.
Minus so
For
for
me, like
me,
McAllister's is pretty good. Like I had something from there the other day for free from work,
right.
and it wasn't too bad. But for me, Subway, it just tastes very like it just isn't very flavorful. So I'm gonna put it at a C.
And okay, so what we can do, like, let's just say you guess an A and I guess a C. We can just put that in a B category, like we'll put it
Uh-huh.
in the middle, if that's okay
Yeah,
with
if it's
you.
in the middle, yeah. But what did you think about Subway?
So
Where would you put it?
I mean, I guess I would say a D. So we'll put it in the C category.
Yeah, because like it's not horrible. Like I could put it at a D, but I think we can compromise and put it at a
Like, they're
C.
really, I've been there multiple times, just like on vacations, like you're on the road, you need something quick to eat, so you grab a
Right.
healthy sandwich from
Something, yeah,
Subway,
the
and
food.
I really can't complain about it. So we'll leave it at that.
Sure.
Okay, so Subway is done.
Next place.
Sonic.
Sonic, it's hard for me to say, personally, because I've only had like their drinks really and like their ice creams and stuff. And I've only maybe eaten there like 2 times in my life. So without having like a whole lot of judgment, but I remember what I was eating I do like, I'll be generous and put it at a B.
I I would probably do the same. I was thinking the same as like a C for Subway also, just because
Yeah.
they have like two good things there that I eat: the breakfast burrito, which is incredibly delicious, and the hamburgers are not
Right.
bad, and the drinks. So I guess a B is a fair thing because they have a lot of things that most fast food places don't have.
Hmm.
All right,
Hit
so
me with the next one.
Culver's.
Culver's. Oh, I'm going all the way to the top and putting it at a S tier, easy.
I would also put it up there. Uh, I was gonna say A, but to be generous, I will give it an S because they're buffalo chicken strips, high class, high quality deliciousness.
Dude, it's not just that. Like their cheese curds. Oh my god, dude! Like they're top notch. The
Orgasmic.
butter burgers are great, but like they're loaded with like tons of grease. Like
I
it's
mean,
so
it's
bad.
not good for you by any means, but
It's not
that's
good for you by any means, but
if
god
you're
damn
making a
it.
fast food ranking, you're not here for health anyways.
Right, exactly.
All right, Dairy Queen.
All right, so we got that as S.
Dairy Queen for me is like a D. I don't.
What'd you say?
Dairy Queen is next, and for me, Dairy Queen is like a D. I don't really give a shit
Oh,
about their food.
100%. I don't really like. I've been to Dairy Queen maybe a few times in my life for like the actual food, like not ice cream. But I remember their food just not being that great. Like it was very bland. So I'm right there with you. I'll put it at a D.
Perfect. Uh, Panda Express. To me, this is the place that I go to when I'm in the need of quick food, but I don't want to eat fast food.
Like quick Chinese food, or
Yeah. Like if I have
yeah,
20 minutes to eat, like but I don't want McDonald's, I don't want anything that's actually fast food, I'll go to Panda Express and it never really disappoints me that that much.
right? Yeah. I don't know. What do you think? What are you
To
gonna
me
go with?
that's like a to me I think Panda Express is a B.
I would agree with you there,
Only
honestly.
because not all of their food items are that high quality.
Yeah,
Like the teriyaki
but like
chicken
the ones
is
that they
kind of
do
like,
have are pretty decent, I guess.
yeah, I would. I mean, do we both agree on a B?
Yeah, I'll put a. I'll take a B on that one.
Okay,
I'll call out the next one. Five Guys.
that's
What do
actually
you
what I
think?
had next. Five Guys to me is out of everything we have on this list, that to me is S class.
Oh yeah, I would 100% agree. That's S tier.
Incredible
So
hamburgers, delicious fries. Not only that, but you can get goddamn peanuts.
not only that, have you been there since they got the shakes now?
No, I have not.
They have shakes now, and you can get as many you want
You can get as many what? You broke up a little bit.
toppings.
Woo! I'll need to go
So yeah,
back.
so you want to put like bacon and Oreos and stuff in there, you go for it. Like whatever
Jesus
you want.
Christ. That sounds incredible.
Um, I'll call out the next one and say Steak and Shake.
Steak and Shake. See, that one's kind of a hit or miss for me because it depends on the location.
It does 100%, but like having worked in two locations in my life and just like seeing how the food is made and like having so much of it, like if I was the one whipping up the food and if everybody knew all the secret menu stuff, like that's pretty quality stuff. But like I don't know, like just what you get from everybody else and like the customer service there and stuff. I'm honestly gonna put it at a C.
At a C?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I can agree with that. There are,
yeah,
because, I mean, I would say two out of the, like, if you go to two out of four Steak and Shake locations are either going to be slow, terrible service, and that
or
is a
like super busy and
super
still bad
busy. Yeah,
service.
which I
Like
mean, I get if you're busy, but then there's a difference between being busy and just having shitty customer service.
yeah, I guess I don't know.
So
Um,
I'll put it at a
what
C.
are you putting
I
it?
do agree with that actually.
You'd put it at a C.
Yeah, I mean their shakes are bomb, their burgers are bomb, but
Yeah.
I've had some
I'm
not
gonna do the next one
cooked
and say
chicken.
Hardy.
Hardee's I really don't give a shit about.
Really? What would you put it at?
That's like a D for me.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't been there in a long time, so that's probably why. But
Mhm.
I do love their breakfast actually. So maybe
That's what
I'll.
I was gonna say. Like, I usually go there for breakfast over anything else, and their breakfast is bomb.
That's okay.
But
Okay.
the actual like food itself is pretty bland,
Like
if you ask me.
I don't
Not
like their
very.
burgers at
Yeah, their
all.
burgers aren't very flavorful. You know.
To me, that's like a C maybe then.
Yeah, I could compromise with a C, mainly because like the food, I would put it like the dinner food and lunch food. I'd probably put it like a D or an F. And
It's that breakfast. They got
it's
some
that breakfast
bomb
that
ass
saves.
biscuits and
Yeah,
gravy. They have bomb ass
yeah, like that's what we
breakfast
give it.
sandwiches.
Jimmy John's.
Jimmy John's again. I would give this a goddamn D or an F. I hate
I'm
sandwich
honestly gonna have to
places.
go there with you and give it an F. Like it's good when it's cheap, but like a lot of the shit they put on there just like does not taste good. Like it's not
You're
flavorful.
actually on board with me on this one?
Yeah, I would say a D or an F for
I
this
think
one, 100%.
80% of the
And just
population
because,
loves Jimmy John's.
well, hey, like let's even push it to an F because I heard the owner is a real piece of shit hunting like exotic animals and
Yeah,
stuff.
that was an old news
Someone,
story too. Yeah.
let's go the full nine and put him at an
Let's just
F.
put him at an F. That's fine with me. So let me okay, so Jimmy John's we did. What about
All right,
Panera
I'll let you
Bread
go
Co?
from Panera. I actually never liked a lot of Panera's food until like later on in my life. Um, that mac and cheese is fire.
The mac and
That
cheese is fire. The breakfast sandwiches are fire.
yeah, the souffles are fire.
The see, but this is also like I don't like their food minus the breakfast and the bagels. Like I don't like their I don't know.
Really, you don't like their sandwiches? Me, just depending on what you get. Because I tried this one sandwich that I had there, and it was amazing. So, what would you put it at? And I'll tell you what I think.
I would give this like a C or a D. Like I really don't like Breadco. I like it
I
because of the
would put it at a
breakfast.
C, or I would put it at a C or a B, mainly because like their breakfast is bomb, but like I don't eat there a whole bunch. But yeah, I'm willing to compromise and go with a C.
All right, I'm down with that.
So for Canes, this is going to be a hot take.
Fucking
Go ahead
Kane.
and give your opinion.
I personally absolutely love Cane's.
Really?
But it's not as good as Chick-fil-A. It's not as good as a lot of other places that only serve chicken.
Mm.
But I love that cane sauce. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, the cane sauce is boss. I get lost in that sauce. no doubt in my mind.
To me, this is A or a B.
I'm gonna go with a B. Like I like Cane's to an extent. Like that toast, even though it's like that soggy ass bread, it's still fucking amazing.
And I can
Plus, yeah, their crinkle fries kind of suck. Yeah, I'll give them that. But you get the sauce that kind of like offsets it, you know.
They just
And
and they don't have much of a variety. It's
yeah, they don't have a whole lot of variety. And
chicken
my
toast
biggest
or
complaint,
chicken
like,
toast and bread, or chicken toast.
yeah,
and
it's like
fries.
yeah, it's basically what it is. And like for the chicken there, like the skin that they put on it, there's like hardly any.
Right. Like you mean any breading?
Yeah, there's like hardly any breading at all. It's dumb. Like
Which I don't. I mean, I know a lot of people are against that, but I actually don't mind that. I kind of like light.
I hate that. Like I like crunchy chicken as thing, so I'm gonna settle at a B. You tell me what you feel like.
Yep, I got you a B on Canes as well.
What are you gonna go with?
A B.
B. Okay.
Yeah.
Next one, and this is also gonna be a hot take. Arby's.
Arby's is another thing I really don't care about. Like I think Lion's Choice is better.
Yeah, not only would I say Lion's Choice is better, but just God, this food is so fucking gross to me.
So
the Arby's, like
yeah,
any of the food there, it smells so bad.
It's in the
It's
beef.
never good. Yeah, it's like you got the meats, but is it like real? Like I don't know. It's
like,
fucking nasty.
It's like gray meat.
Yeah, it's like gray. I would put it at like a D or an F.
I'll give it an F. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I'll give it an F too. All right. Rallies.
Rallies, I haven't been there in forever, but from what I remember, it was pretty bomb. Like I would probably give it like a B.
I'm gonna give it an A because I go there after work sometimes because they're one of the few places that's open late on my way home.
I'll give it an A. It was good from when I had it. I remember.
Yeah, like the fries. Oh my god, dude! Like their fries are. I think their fries are easily my favorite in the game.
It is kind of funny how we are pretty much on point with each other on these.
Yeah, yeah. Like Rallies is just like, oh my god! Like their fries, their seasoned fries are good. Their burgers are good. Everything they have there is pretty much good. Like I can't really say a bad thing about it.
Right.
But not only that, but it's like open late when I go home. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna pick out some fucking Rallies.
Did we do? Oh yeah, we already did Hardee's. Yeah, we did.
All right. White Castle, the topic from
That's
earlier.
that's a C or a D for me.
I say it's a D.
A what?
I say it's a D, easy. Mainly because their food is garbage.
It's garbage. It's you feel like crap after you eat it. I mean, again, like I said,
Oh,
the breakfast is delicious. They used to have these. I don't know if they do anymore. They discontinued them, and they may have brought them back, but they were like actual waffles, and then it would have like. So it's a breakfast sandwich, but the bread is a waffle. It was
interesting.
That was delicious because like it was an actual made waffle. It wasn't like no frozen bullshit.
Yeah.
But
And maybe it's because I haven't had their breakfast yet. Like I'm giving them such a hard rep.
no, I would
But
still give them a D because you can't. One or two food items does not make a fast food place.
oh no, not even close.
So
All
I
right.
agree with a D.
Yeah. So next one, Popeyes.
Popeyes, I think, is fucking fire.
Dude, Popeyes is fire. Like I don't really get their actual chicken, like I get the chicken sandwiches, the spicy. Oh my god, dude.
The
I don't
one
know
that just
what
came
sauce
out?
they put on there. Yeah.
I completely agree. That sauce is what makes that goddamn sandwich.
Not only that, but like normally I don't like pickles on there, but like it complements it well.
I don't.
The
I get it without the pickles. I'm not a pickle guy.
yeah, the chicken is like super crispy and crunchy. Like I like that. Um
So then,
There's that. There's like the biscuits. The biscuits are good, but like I'll
God,
tell you what,
it's so
they're so goddamn dry though. So, like you take one bite and it's like somebody like threw a bunch of flour in your mouth. You're like, I need a drink
sucking
or
on some old
something.
it's like sucking on some old lady's titty or something like that.
Right, getting some powdered milk or something like. It's nasty, but I mean it's good, but like it's dry. But like
the
their
fries
Cajun
aren't that
fries
great
are good.
either. Fries to me are not that good.
The fries are okay.
Like
They're not
they're
anything.
okay.
They say they're Cajun fries, which when I think of Cajun fries, I think like okay, it's about to get spicy in
It's got
here.
some spice. It's got some seasoning on them.
Yeah, and like it's not that spicy. That's why I'm like, you're supposed to be known for spicy fries, and like they ain't spicy. Like,
I
what
think
is
I would
that?
give Popeyes an A.
I would agree with that 100%.
Okay. They're close to an S class, but they got to work on that a little bit.
Yeah, they got to work on some things here. Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, I was about to say we probably should transition to that. As I know the gays hate it, they hate the gays, but
Yeah, that's one thing I'm not cool with. But I'll tell you what, though,
Chick-fil-A is
what,
fucking S goddamn class.
you would put S on there?
Oh my god, I work at Ladue. I work in Ladue. That Ladue location. If it's fucking raining outside and there's a backed up line, they have employees out there in rain jackets taking orders so that line moves quicker.
And they are literal like they may hate the gays and everything, but I'll tell you what, those people that take your order are sweeties. Like they're
some of those people seem. I'm not trying to be prejudiced or point fingers, but some of them seem to not be straight that work there.
But either way, it's just like I don't know. Like
they're nice. The customer service
they are
is
so
fucking.
kind.
I mean,
Like they're always like my pleasure. They're always sweet to you.
The
like,
place to me seems like a goddamn cult, but they make a bomb ass chicken sandwich.
oh yeah, they make good chicken sandwiches. Not only that, dude, the frozen lemonade.
So good.
Yeah, it's like ice cream lemonade. Like, what can you go wrong with that?
And
I mean, that
Chick-fil-A
sounds
to me is something that is constantly good. It doesn't matter what the location is. It's something that is always bomb.
Now the only crappy part is their Sundays, right?
Or what? Oh yeah, not open on Sundays, but
Who gives a shit though? Like,
so
yeah,
fucking good.
Yeah, honestly, like when I was thinking about it a little more, I'd be simply because like I've been like if there's one close to me, so it's like okay, I get it a decent amount of the time. But I think I'm right there with you, like for the frozen lemonade and like the spicy chicken sandwich and like the waffle fries and the Chick-fil-A sauce, dude. Like, don't even get me
Chick-fil-A
started.
sauce literally is made from I don't know.
Jesus milks him himself, like
Jennifer Lopez's twat. I don't know, her monkey. That's where it comes from.
But I will now officially give it to you in S tier.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Okay. Next.
Now it's
Jack in
all
the Box.
down here. Jack in the Box, I'm not gonna lie. It has helped me on some hangovers. It has been there for me at like 12 o'clock at night, at 1 o'clock in the morning. It's been there. Those greasy ass tacos.
Dude, and that's the messed up part is like you can get 20 tacos for like $10.
That meat
like,
ain't real.
It's not real. It's not real meat. It's not like real anything, but It's
That-
still good. Like, I'll
the-
tell you who has like the better version of those is Hot Shots. Hot Shots tacos when the Blues score 5. All their tacos are $1. Like they're big tacos and they're like
Damn.
Jack in the Box but better. Like literally.
Damn, I'll have to try that out. But to me, Jack in the Box is kind of like a C or a D. All that I get from there is their curly fries.
Yeah, I get curly fries and tacos and that's about it. Their burgers don't really.
Their burgers to me are disgusting, to be honest.
Yeah. Taco Bell. This is gonna be a hot
What
one.
do we get? What do we get in Jack in the Box?
I thought we did a D.
Okay, just making sure. Taco Bell to me is a place, I think I may have said this, it's a place that I will never, ever, ever go myself.
Dude, that's wild because I haven't eaten there in like almost 2 years now.
If someone is like, hey, I'm stopping by Taco Bell, do you want anything? It's like, grab me something as you drive through, sure. Grab me some, like a cheesy gordita crunch or some shit like that. But after seeing videos of like how they're, and I'm sure this is the case for a bunch of fast food places, but after seeing like how their meat is literally just like stuck in hot water and then that's how they cook it.
Right. Yeah, I would easily give Taco Bell an F.
An F, I agree.
There was this time I used to eat it at AT&T pretty regularly because it was quick and it was close.
Yeah.
But yeah.
When I wanted some cheap tacos back in, I was 16 and 17 years old, sure, Taco Bell. But now that, we're adults, Taco Bell is no. Garbage now. But speaking of garbage as well, Burger King, how do you feel about Burger King?
That's another one where I'm easily going to say like a D.
I would give Burger King an F.
Really? See, like,
I mean, I'll give it a D.
Yeah, I'll go with an F. That's fair.
Are you
Because
sure?
because I don't know, like every time I have their food, like their burgers are just nasty. Like, I don't really get any flavor out of them.
No, and they try to make their fries healthy and that turn them into shit.
Right, and their fries aren't good either, and like it's just garbage.
The last thing that I had from there is probably 2 or 3 years ago. I talked about this person before, but Nate Shot, he made a video of himself trying the oh my god, the shake, the red velvet shake from Burger King. That was fucking bomb. That was a bomb ass milkshake.
Yeah.
But besides that, Burger King to me is disgusting.
Yeah, I would 100% put Apple Pay or not Apple Pay.
Put Apple Pay.
I don't know why I thought I was talking to somebody. I would easily put Taco Bell or Burger King at an F, 100%.
Perfect.
Yeah, because like every time their food is just not flavorful. But I'll tell you another. Since we were kind of on the chicken train for a little bit, how about KFC?
KFC to me is pretty good as well. Like what I like about KFC, I mean, again, I really don't eat this stuff that often. Like,
yeah,
the few times that I do go, like KFC, they keep up with their menu. They're always adding new shit, and if it doesn't work, they take it off quickly and they try something new.
I have honestly never liked KFC. I've always thought it was like not flavorful. I've thought that like it's.
I mean,
it's just not good. Like none of it is good.
How many times have you been to KFC?
I've been there a decent amount throughout my life, and like every time my family gets it, good. Like I've never liked their food.
So I have probably been to KFC like 6 times in my life.
Yeah, like that's what I'm thinking too. Like maybe like a couple. Like maybe we go like once or twice. Maybe I don't know. Like we just order, pick it up. But what do you think? What would you rank it?
I mean, to me, it's like in between a C or a D.
I'm gonna go the full line and go an F. I've never liked their food.
All right, I'll just put it as a
D. So we'll put it at a D.
Compromise.
Next one, Wendy's.
Wendy's to me, I think is bomb.
I think Wendy's is pretty good too, but like they're good, but not like super hype good. Like
it's not Chick-fil-A or Culver's or Five Guys good.
No, but it's still pretty decent.
I
would
say
what?
It's on par with Popeyes.
Yeah, I could say I could probably give it an A. Because like their dollar menu is good. Their
They
drinks are
have
good.
delicious
The
burgers.
Frosties, the
The,
burgers are good.
the
Even the
fries are
cheap
good.
burgers are good. Yeah, and like the fries are like just sea salt, and like normally I don't like just regular sea salt fries.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I would give them an A,
then
hundred
I think
percent.
the last one is McDonald's.
I did that specifically for that reason. Mainly because they say what is it like McDonald's like the king of fast food. I think McDonald's has fallen off. I mean, not necessarily like they have kind of fallen off, but like they've added a ton of new menu items. Some of them are actually pretty good. Like for their healthy foods, like their salads, like that Southwest chicken salad is amazing. Like it's good.
See,
And I don't
I'm not
normally
really
like
a
healthy
big
food. I'm
yeah, I'm not
saying
really
that.
a big I'm not really a big salad guy. There's only one place I'll get a salad from, and that's Dewey's Pizza.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah, they have like this grape candy walnut salad that will knock your fucking socks off.
Ooh.
But I
But
mean,
yeah, McDonald's
McDonald's,
breakfast is good.
their
Like I will say
breakfast
their
is
breakfast is
good.
yeah, it's all right. It's good, but I've had it so much lately that I'm just like, eh.
Yeah,
But I will vouch and say it's pretty good.
I mean
Like they've got pretty cheap
their
items.
little chicken nuggets are delicious.
Yeah,
I
their
I
burgers
think
are. I mean, I don't know what they did with their meat recently, but like their quarter pounders are amazing. Like they're
their
really good.
fries are known to be top notch fries.
Right. And like their desserts are pretty good, I guess. And like they have all new stuff and like their coffee is good. I'd say for depending on what you get, that is. Like
Right.
so this is a tough one. What do you think?
I honestly think I would give this one at least a B.
Yeah, I could probably put it up there with a B, mainly because like while not all of their food is good, what you do
You
normally get
can
like
go there and be happy with what you got for the most part.
yeah, you always leave just like I'm all right with it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so that's our
So
list.
I'd say we've got our list.
You know what we should do? We should start doing this with other things.
Yeah, I would say so. Like we could
Like
do it with other restaurants too, like sit down restaurants, like
restaurants,
chains.
it'd be kind of funny to like do a movie version of this, like a video game version of this.
Yeah, like but like movies, it's too general because like there's so many movies over the years. Like they'd have to either be like a certain
Like
director or
movie
like
of like 2019 movies or something like
yeah,
that.
2019 movies, like movies by a certain director. Speaking of which, you're a Quentin Tarantino fan, right?
Of course.
Did you see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
No, and I want to so bad.
Dude, I watched it. I want to say it was like 2 nights ago. It was amazing. I loved it. It was like living in the '60s, literally. Like it was like a peep
He
into it. Like
does an incredible job at making you feel like you're actually in that time.
yeah, absolutely. And this time is no different. Like it's about like the Manson murder, that and
So let's
uh,
maybe on the next one we can do his movies if you want. We can do like a tier
yeah,
of
I'd
his
be
movies.
down with that. Or we could do like restaurant chains or something like that.
Or restaurant chains. I'm down with that as well. But okay, so what is your favorite Quentin Tarantino movie?
Kill Bill, I'd say. Like there's no question in my mind that Kill Bill is probably my favorite.
I think it's for me it's Django.
Django for you.
I fucking
Yeah,
love
that's a
Django.
good one too. But I was just thinking about this the other day. Like ever since 2009, when Inglorious Bastards came out, I've seen every Tarantino movie in theaters day one, right? Because
Right.
that's when I was old enough to comprehend like what those movies were about, and I like would
Right.
watch Pulp Fiction and like a couple of his other movies. And yeah, I saw that in theaters on day one. I saw Go day one in theaters. I saw a special screening of The Hateful Eight in theaters. And then I didn't see Once Upon a Hollywood Time in Hollywood this time, but I am glad I saw that movie because it was great.
I'm
I was blown away by how good it was.
I tried to watch it a few times, and what pisses me off is when new movies come out, they don't like. I tried Amazon, I tried PlayStation, I tried
Mhm.
Amazon, a bunch of other places, and it doesn't let. Sometimes it doesn't let you rent new movies, only buy,
Yeah,
and
sometimes
that
I'll have to send
pisses
you a
me
link
off.
to what I can find here.
And that
But yeah, I
irritates
say
me.
we can wrap this one up. We've been going for how long?
It's been about an hour and 8 minutes,
Yeah, just about the general time of the other ones.
minus the five
Yeah.
minutes of deciding all the restaurants, fast food places we
Yeah,
were gonna
right.
do.
All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to make this an every Tuesday thing. So tune in next time or don't. I'm going to go watch the Blues play Chicago.
When did that start?
It started at 7. Right now, the Blackhawks are up 2-1.
Damn. All right. Well, I'm sure this seemed to be our most passionate one so far, but it was also about food. So
Oh yeah,
I'm a
definitely.
huge
And like
foodie.
we didn't even talk about what we wanted to talk about.
We completely transitioned to me throwing up
Right.
Chinese food to our favorite foods.
All right. Well,
All
tune in
right.
next time, guys. We'll see you.